Hi, welcome to today's episode of A Couple of Things. Today I'm going to be continuing on mentorship. That wasn't the plan. I thought the mentorship series would end yesterday, but I had another thought. Something that people don't really know how to do is how to be a mentee, right? Like if you message someone and they agree to be a mentor, or you find a mentor somehow, or you maybe it's from a mentorship platform or program or something, but you have a mentor. How do you be a mentee? So let's talk about that. Like I said in previous episode, or one of the previous episodes, in a mentor-mentee relationship, the mentor is the expert. They are the ones that have the experience in the thing that the mentor is trying to do or achieve, and they can share from their personal experiences, what they've done, how they did it, and so on. This doesn't mean that the mentee doesn't have anything to contribute to the conversation or they don't have any value to provide. The first thing for you to know is that your mentor is not God. They don't have all the answers, they don't know everything, and they're only sharing from their own experiences. And you don't have to accept everything they say as the law, right? Don't feel that because this person is more advanced than you, they know every single thing there is to know, even if they've been in the field for a million years. It doesn't matter. You also have value. You should go to every relationship, every engagement you enter into with the perception of yourself as someone that has value, that has something to contribute, right? And once you take that approach, you'll be more careful to filter everything you hear from people. And I always say this to everyone, even people who I coach, mentor, and even when you listen to my episodes or read things I've written, I always say that you don't have to do anything I say. You don't have to take my advice as the law. I'm only saying what I'm saying from what I've seen and experienced, and it may not be applicable to you. So first of all, know that not everything your mentor says may be right or may be right for you in your particular context, and you have value. Number one, be open-minded and open to what they have to say. While I've already said that your mentor is not the authority on all things in life, you should always be willing to listen to what they have to say. Otherwise, what's the point of talking to them and trying to learn from them? Even if it's something new to you, receive it, think on it, reflect on it, pray on it, get other people's advice on it, and then see if you should discard it or you should keep it. Because again, not everything that someone says to you is true for you or good for you. It may have been good for them, it may have been good for other people, but it may not be good for you. And in those cases, you have to know how to respectfully and cautiously explain and talk about why this may not work in your context. Don't be rude and don't be aggressive, but yeah, be careful and be open minded. Number two, be prepared and ask questions. Ahead of every session that you have, whether it's in person, whether it's virtually, be prepared. Know what kind of questions you want to ask, know what you want to find out about. This is the way you can get the most value from the sessions. Number three, take notes and take action. It's not enough to just, mentorship is not just about talking. You have to actually do something, the things that you've been told or the things that you've learned from your mentorship session. And then you have to take action. You actually have to do something, right? As you're taking notes from the conversation, you need to do something. At the end of every conversation, you think about what am I taking out of this conversation and what am I going to do next. Number four, you need to give feedback. When you do something, you need to let the person know how it worked out or whether it worked out or not and why it didn't work out. It's not enough for you to go out and do whatever it is that they have advised you to do, especially if it's not a recurring relationship where you're having calls weekly or monthly or fortnightly and you can give them feedback in each session. Or if you email someone and they answer you and give you some advice and you take it, it's always nice to let people know what impact whatever they have told you has had on you. And if it didn't work out, you need to also be able to talk about why it didn't work out, right? It's not everything that you do that will work out, so you have to be willing to be honest and vulnerable about that. Number five, be yourself and show up as yourself. Show up fully, show up as yourself. Don't pretend to be who you're not. Don't pretend for the sake of your mentor or what people have told you this is how you should be, how you should, whatever. Right. There are ways to, you in certain situations you may need to adapt things, right? But it doesn't mean that you're changing everything about yourself. Don't show up how you are not, because people tend to easily spot when somebody is lying or being fake, right? So don't do that. Be authentic. And if you're like everybody else, how do you then stand out to the mentor as someone that they should continue to engage with? So think about that. Number 6, be respectful of their time. Remember that this person is volunteering their time. They have other things they can do with their time, and they're choosing to spend this time with you to help you through whatever that you need help with. So be respectful of that time. Number 7, confidentiality is also expected of the mentee. The mentor will most likely be sharing things from their own personal lives as well, things they've done, the experiences, and it's expected that you don't tell those things to other people. Again, it doesn't mean that you can't share what you've learned, but you have to be cautious in what you're saying and not be loose-mouthed. Number 8, offer help. If you have a skill, offer up your skills to your mentor. If it's to help them with whatever they're doing, if they're working on a project, like think of ways that you can help the mentor with things that they are doing, or just ask, like, what can I do to help you today? And say, these are the things that I'm skilled at, and these are things I want to learn. So if there's anything I can help you in these areas, or even outside of these areas, I'll be happy to. And again, mean it. Don't say what you don't mean. Mean what you say. And number 9, be appreciative. Respect their time, like I said before, and appreciate the fact that they're doing something outside of themselves for you. And remember that in being appreciative, it means that you're appreciating the fact that they don't actually have to be talking to you. So don't be asking for things that they can't give you. Don't ask for things that are not that seem outside. Like, don't ask somebody to come and visit them in their house if you don't have that relationship with them. That's weird, right? So be careful about the kinds of things you ask for, and be respectful of their time. To recap, there are 9 tips. Be open-minded and be open to what they have to say. Be prepared and ask questions. Number 3, take notes and take action. Number 4, give feedback on action taken. Number 5, be yourself and show up authentically. Number 6, be respectful of their time. Number 7, confidentiality is also expected of you. Number 8, offer help. Number 9, be appreciative and don't ask for weird things. Thank you for joining me on today's episode of A Couple of Things. If you enjoyed this episode or found any part of it insightful, don't forget to share with your friends on your social media, and be sure to leave a comment or a review if you can on your podcast listening app. Thank you.